Although Hurricane Katrina wreaked havoc on the entire Gulf Coast, from Central Florida to parts of Texas, the most damage occurred in the city of New Orleans. The city experienced the death of 1,577 people, but this statistic does not even tell half of the story. The story of effects of Hurricane Katrina lay within the people of New Orleans. The population in New Orleans is often talked about in post or pre-Katrina conditions. For example, from the 2000 census taken 5 years before Katrina to the 2010 census taken 5 years after Katrina, the population dropped over 29%, the largest drop by about 20% since the census began in 1769. A month before the storm hit, the population was estimated to be about 455,000 people, with just under 200,000 houses receiving mail. But in August 2007, the population had dropped to only 273,000 people, a 60% drop, and only 137,000 houses were receiving mail, according to the Greater New Orleans Community Data Center. However, more important than the number of people in the city is the kinds of people that make up these numbers. The ethnic breakdown of New Orleans, according to the most recent 2010 census, is as follows: 60% Black, 33% white, 3% Asian, and 5% Hispanic. Hurricane Katrina had a few major effects on the demographics of the city of New Orleans. First, according to NOLA.com, the economic recession has caused many unemployed citizens looking for job security in a recovery job to flock to New Orleans. Second, there have been many theories proposed to explain the increase in Mexican Americans in New Orleans. One study states that the Hispanic population in New Orleans has risen from 15,000 people before Katrina to 50,000 people after Katrina. However, as far as an explanation for this increase goes, a consensus has not yet been reached. One factor in New Orleans that was affected little by Hurricane Katrina was the demographics in terms of religion. Because of its French and Spanish origins, the city of New Orleans has a history of being Catholic, and currently 36% of the population is Roman Catholic. The most obvious sign of the city's religious origin is displayed during the annual Mardi Gras festival. The annual celebration of Fat Tuesday is the most famous event that takes place in New Orleans and is consistently a huge economic boost to the city. Following the aftermath of Katrina, the Mardi Gras festivals and activities were the only major events that were not canceled, delayed, or altered as a result of Katrina's destruction. The only religious shift, however, in demographics of New Orleans as a result of Katrina was a decrease from 10,000 to 7,000 Jews in the city. This decrease is still apparent today.